Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Rockin' Reaction Rollers, where we react to music that we grew up with from the 60s to the 90s. And my name is Tammy. It's Tuesday night, so we do Tammy's 2 for Tuesday on Tuesday night, where I play a couple songs that I want to hear. And we also, I announce who the winner of the most views for last week was. So I'm going to do that and get that out of the way first before we get started with Tammy's twofer. So the winner last week was Gary Hines. With the song Dream Weaver by Gary Wright. He had 386 views. Now, there was a song that had more views than that, The Night They Drove Oh Dixie Down, but it actually wasn't a request from anyone. It was a tribute that we had done on that one, so it didn't get put in the contest. So anyway, one of these days, Mary Jo, I'm just going to have you just throw in another request just for picking up on all this stuff for me, because you're the one that always lets me know. So we'll talk soon. But anyway, we're just going to get started tonight, guys. We're going to, well, before we do, I do want to say, too, the request video is out there, and it's filling up pretty quick. And the more you know that I'm thinking about it, I might have to cut it off at a certain amount, because, I mean, if you stop and think about it, it could be a year from now before, and you only get one request. So it's getting up there pretty big, and we'll probably cut it off at like 200. One other thing I want to say is, Dorian, if you're watching me out there, the request that you sent in, you can send me in another one, because that request is still on the old list. So I'll try this week to remember to call off to the people that I still have on the list, and I'm watching for that if anybody has a second request. That's the only one I noticed so far. So Dorian, you can shoot me another request. So I hope you heard that. But anyway, and I did send you a message. Speaking of messages, I've got a lot of comments to get back to. I've read every one of them. Sat here and laughed, but I've been so darn busy that I just haven't been able to comment back, and I don't like to comment just one person, because then it seems like I'm taking favorites. So when I comment, I like to comment to everybody. So I'm going to try to get that done tomorrow, because we want to be on the channel tomorrow night. So if you had something you wanted me to know, or something you wanted to, talk back and forth with me about, you can go back out there and look at the comments if you want. But anyway, we're just going to get started. I'm going to shut up, and we're going to get to some good music. The two for the night, I'm just going to go on and say what it is. I'm playing two songs from the same band. And the band that I'm talking about is Atlanta Rhythm Section. This song has been on my mind all day, and I think it was just because I've just had this most stressful past 3 weeks that I think a person could have, other than, it being something major. So I have to thank my lucky stars that, it's something that I think will get worked out. It's just been craziness, though. But anyway, this song, I've had it on my mind, and I just thought, that's the song I'm going to play. We do have it on the channel, but it was over a year ago when we played it. Well, we're going to play Atlanta Rhythm Sections, 1972. I'm Not Going to Let It Bother Me Tonight. So we're just going to get right to the song.
Paper this morning and read all the daily blues. The world is one big tragedy. I wonder what I can do about all the pain and injustice, about all of the sorrow. We're living in a danger zone. I'm not gonna let it bother me tonight. Tomorrow I might go as far as suicide, but I don't wanna let it bother me tonight.
I'm going to stop this song for a minute. Yeah, I can, this song is just like, it's weird how things haven't really changed, if not worse, since 1972. About all the pain and destruction, and we can't watch the news anymore without, I don't know whether to laugh or cry anymore. Especially in the last week, I'll just turn it off. I can't deal with it. So anyway, 1972, I'm Not Gonna Let It Bother Me Tonight by Atlanta Rhythm Section, and this is for Tammy's 2 for Tuesday.
pace. I just can't beat that old dog eat dog. The rats keep winning the rat race, but I'm not gonna let it bother me tonight. I'm not gonna let it bother me tonight. The world is in an uproar and I see no end in sight, but I won't let it bother me tonight. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna let it bother me tonight. Tomorrow I might go as far as suicide, but I will not let it bother me tonight. Not tonight.
Loved it. I need to hear a little bit of Atlanta rhythm section. Sometimes I just need attitude songs just to, make me feel better, and this is a good one for that. Anyway, let's see what they're going to say now. The Tammy's 2 for is that we're playing 2 songs from Atlanta rhythm section if you missed that or if I didn't say it. But anyway, we're just going to read a little bit about them here, and then we'll read more about them on the next video. So I might cut off kind of short at the end of this one, and I might not have it written up quite right because there's a lot of information out there about these guys, a lot of different lineup changes over the years, just a lot going on. So anyway, let's see what they have to say here. Okay, Atlanta Rhythm Section's an American Southern rock band formed in 1970 by Rodney Justo, which is the singer, Barry Bailey guitar, Paul Goddard on bass, Dean Daugherty on keyboard, Rodney Nix on drums, and J.R. Cobb on a guitar. The band experienced its greatest chart success with Ronnie Hermann as lead singer from 1972 to 1982. Hermann returned again in 1988 and stayed till 2001. It says, but the band's current lineup, the singer Rodney Justo is the only original living member of the band. So it does say that, and so that he's the singer before, I guess, 1972. Okay, and then I just thought this was cool about the band, but I always thought our president, Jimmy Carter, who just passed, was the coolest president ever, and him and I share a birthday too, October the 1st. But he was a big rock and roller, and here he was older than my dad even, so that kind of surprised me. Because my dad hated rock and roll. He didn't want to hear the stuff. But anyway, it says, Atlanta Rhythm Section appeared on the White House lawn. President Jimmy Carter invited them to his son Chip's 28th birthday party. The band had previously met Carter while he was still governor of Georgia during a press junket for the third album and had campaigned for him in 1976 during his run for the presidency, which I thought was cool. But anyway, we will talk more about this group in the second video. And so anyway, again, congratulations to Gary Hines out there for being the winner of the most views for the song Dreamweaver by Gary Wright. Gary, if you could just send that comment in one of these videos. Don't put it in the request video. Put it in either tonight's or whatever, and I'll look for it tomorrow when I'm doing comments. If you can get it in that quick to me so we can play it for you Friday night. But anyway, guys, we have about 10 songs on the old list, the request list to play yet. After we play this week's, then I'll let everybody know what the last 5 are, or ever how many we have left, so that you guys aren't re-requesting those. But I'll try to watch for that in the request video list too. So everybody have a great night. Come back here in a few minutes for the other song. But thanks for tuning in for Tammy's Twofer. And be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like it. Be sure to hit like underneath the video. And peace out.